Hi, I'm Steve Kennard with the Texas Blockchain Council. We're here today with Senator Bryan Hughes of East Texas, and we're here to speak about an exciting opportunity that Senator Hughes has been a real leader on in the Texas legislature, which has to do with gold currency and using and embracing technology to bring gold to the people of Texas and to make Texas a leader really in innovation. Senator Hughes, thanks so much for your time. Could you give us a little background on this idea and your leadership and how this came to the fore?
So Texas, about 10 years ago, established a gold bullion depository. At that time, we had some of our state funds, institution endowments held in gold. But the gold was being stored in New York.
Right.
Nothing against New York, but we thought if it's Texas gold, it ought to be in Texas. So we built our own gold bullion depository. So that framework already exists. And so the idea behind Senate Bill 2334 says there should be a way, we should be able to democratize gold ownership. Gold for centuries has been a store of value. Obviously, it's a hedge against inflation. We understand how important it is. And people are more and more concerned about what the Feds may be doing, forcing central bank digital currency. That, in addition to all the spending and all the runaway inflation, a lot of people are concerned and looking for opportunities. So we believe there's a way for Texas to have a transactional gold currency backed by real gold in the Texas Gold Bullion Depository. So that's what Senate Bill 2334 is about. It was a House companion by Representative DeRazio. A number of members of the House and Senate are still working on this to roll out a digital, a transactional currency based on gold with real value.
And we've seen a lot of really a groundswell of interest around this from not just Texans, but other people around the world could take advantage of an opportunity like this. So you mentioned that work is ongoing, and Senate Bill 2334 didn't pass in this legislature. Can you talk a little bit about the process, how far along it made it, and what that future might look like?
Oh, you bet. In Texas, we're not in a hurry to change the laws. We take our time, we're cautious, we're guarded. And so that means that a lot of good bills don't make it through the first time. But the good news is, for all the good bills that don't make it, then there's a whole bunch of bad bills that don't make it either. And so this process started in the session. We had a hearing in the Senate with a great discussion over in the House. Representative DeRazio had a good hearing in the House, got the bill out of the House, and so it went pretty far along in the process. So the next time the legislature gathers, we'll be making another run at it. And in between now and then, we'll be meeting with stakeholders, we'll be having hearings, letting folks testify, and just getting input. But basically, the idea is that nothing prevents us, constitutionally or otherwise, from doing this. It's backed by gold. The Constitution says that states, of course, can make gold and silver unique tender, and that's really what we're talking about doing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we would certainly encourage our members and the people of Texas to look up Senate Bill 2334 to support Senator Hughes and his efforts to bring this innovation. And your feedback is important as well, and we're lucky to have somebody who is reaching out to people throughout Texas and leading and bringing this innovation to us. Senator Hughes, thank you for your time, thank you for your leadership, and appreciate you bringing this forward for the people of Texas.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.